Hey, this is Matt once again, and one thing I realized first off doing these reviews again, almost all of them are like, if it's not under 10, it's like 13 minutes, so fucking YouTube limit, suck my dick. But YouTube time limit can go suck my dick. But it gets me riled up. It's a good way to start this review of Escape from LA, because it's a film that I know Michael Keane reviewed it, Phantasm, one of my best friends on here, a lot of other people, and they're not big fans of the movie. And I can understand it, because the film, it's the first and the only sequel John Carpenter has done. And come to think of it, I think it's the only sequel Kurt Russell has done. And, you know, it's basically take this, remake it, and make it a little bit goofier, and then you have this. So I can't blame people for hating it. I mean, I can't blame you for it, or not liking it, or because I mean, it's basically the same plot. You know, all these references to the plot of the first one. Snake Plissken is back. He was arrested. They said, okay, if you don't do this job, you don't die in this amount of hours. Instead of New York, you go into LA. And instead of a hang glider, he uses a little submarine to get there. And in the first one, they go, I thought you were dead. And here people go, I thought you were taller. And, you know, they meet people, like here they meet, you know, Steve Buscemi, who's sort of a, you know, a two-faced character. You know, he's on your side, then he'll fuck you over, but then he'll be on your side again. What was that girl? God, I forgot her name. Pam Grier. She's sort of the brain character, because she knew she, because it was a he who's now a she, knew Snake Plissken before, had fucked him over before, but has connections as well, is going to get him help into the final act. And here, instead of arresting the president, it's the president's daughter who has this device that will fuck everything up electrical wise, and that they might use it on the United States and stuff like that. And basically Snake Plissken has to go kick some ass. Yet again, this is one of those films that I saw this first before the original. So I think that's part of the reason why when I first saw this stuff, it was the first time I saw it. It was the first time I saw Snake Plissken. It was the first time I saw all this happening. So I wasn't like, oh shit, we already saw that, we already saw that, we already saw that. So maybe that's to put up there about this review. I found this is, even today, now that I know, I still have fun with this movie. A lot of fun. I think there's some people who get what they were doing and just didn't like it, but I get sort of the joke. You know, I get what John Carpenter and Kurt Russell were doing. The whole idea of sequels being sort of goofy in its own right. Well, goofy is a strong word, but you know, the fact that it's a lot of sequels. The definition of a sequel, or what people want, is the same but different. And that's a goofy statement. You want the same but you want different? Which one? Well, it's the same but different. It's a goofy idea, a sequel in general. You're watching the same thing but it's different. And to be honest, you know, have Snake Plissken do something else. Snake Plissken, I didn't mind the fact that it went a little bit less, a little bit of funnier route. Some people call that parody. I think that's a strong word, parody. But it was just a lot of fun entertainment. You know, some people wanted it to be just as serious as the first movie, and to me, I think if they went in that direction, yet again, the people would be like, it's a fucking rip-off of the first movie. They still say the same thing. So it's like, well, people don't say we're the same. Let's be different. So they try to be different and have fun with the idea of sequels. But most people are like, fuck that. Just don't try to be smarter than the average bear. Try to just do what everybody else does with sequels. Same thing with like Another 48 Hours. It's kind of the same as the first one, although not as goofy. I keep using goofy. It's not the word I want to use, but okay, let me explain. What people find goofy is that, okay, special effects of the 1990s don't hold up as well, but neither do the special effects of the first movie. So if I'm not going to be bothered with the effects of the first movie not holding up, I'm not bothered with the effects of this movie holding up. Some of them are still good. Some of them have a certain campy charm to it. And I think people don't like using camp with Snake Plissken. But to me, Snake Plissken himself has never made a fool. Kurt Russell still plays it the badass way he can. Still has a great outfit, great dialogue, and among other things. And it's one of those things where I like the cast as well in this one. Not as much as the first one, no, but I like Stacy Keach and Cliff Robertson. I think Stacy Keach is an underrated actor. I always liked him in films like Road Games. Steve Buscemi playing the sort of weasel. He does a great job with it. Peter Fonda is this surfer type dude. I thought that was great casting. I like the action sequences in this one. In fact, I probably like the action scenes in this one more. Bold statement, but Jar Jar definitely had a lot more money, and I like the action scenes more. The first thing where you have actually you have the guy, what the fuck's his name from Revenge of the Nerds? Fuck. Shit. He's like, I'm talking to you, asshole, and he just fucking Snake Plissken shoots him. And the lead guy in Revenge of the Nerds, I fucking forgot his name. I know someone would be like, oh, he's a dipshit. He gets shot by Snake Plissken. When he's trying to get, a lot of people don't like the villain played by George Corraface. Is he Isaac Hayes? No, but I don't think the guy was awful. I think he did a decent enough job. And it's like it's a fun movie, and the creators of this film knew that they wanted to make a fun movie. Where he goes, sad story, gotta smoke. When the president's talking about, his daughter being taken. There are similarities to the first one, but like they did it on purpose to sort of. I had fun as a fan of the first one. It was actually, that's a lie. I had not seen the first one, but what I mean by is repeated viewings. With repeated viewings, now that I'm a fan of the first one, and then I watch this after, seeing the references, go like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, they did. The original is not forgotten, and I'm going all over the place with this review, but I know some people hate the fact, like, the one big scene they talk about is Kurt Russell's character surfing. And I went, yeah, I know it's campy, but I had fun with the scene. I mean, it's not something, it's like, either he could be just jogging like a fucking dumbass, you've seen that before, or he could be fucking doing whatever. I mean, this is like John Carpenter's first stake in big fucking special effects and money. He wanted to do crazy stuff, and people didn't like the crazy stuff. But I like the crazy stuff. I like this, there's only one way you can get out. He's got to fucking, get on the surfboard and surf. And I will admit the special effects are not that great, but it gives it sort of a campy charm to it. I think that's another thing. This film charmed me as well. It was charming. It was funny at times. I mean, the whole idea with in the first one you had this big badass fight to the death. So how do you beat that? Fighting with fucking clubs with basically nails and shit driven in them. How do you deal with that? A basketball game. Like, that's a strange idea, but I like I haven't seen it before. That's what I'm getting at. I haven't seen that before. So people be like, there's a reason. But to me, it was fun. Even though the last shot is bullshit that you fucking... I hate that scene. I hate that one part of that scene where fucking blasts it all the way down. All he does is throw it, and he fucking makes it. And I'm like, bullshit. I hate that one scene. It's like when the hero is gonna die, and the bad guy fires, and there's no bullet in the gun. Click. I'm like, bullshit. In real life, there'd be another bullet. Boom, he will be dead. It's like, even Commando, which wins me over because of the line of dialogue, fuck you, asshole. Boom. I'm like, he fucking. Of course, the gun's empty when they try and shoot the hero. But that wins me over because it's a great line down. Fuck you, asshole. Fuck you, asshole. Fuck you, asshole. Yeah, I can't do Arnold. Arnold Schwarzenegger. But I had fun with this movie. And it was, like I said, there are problems. For a lot of people, it's because it's too similar to the first one, and it's too campy, and the special effects don't hold up.